Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, I'm Jamie and I'm the social bee. Welcome to my hive. And you can see I'm actually in my studio today. And I want to have a little chat with you guys and introduce my new pattern, which I am super, super excited about. I kind of gave, if you guys follow me much, I've given a little bit of clue about it, but not too much. So it is coffee chat. I'm sharing the mug that I'm using today, and it'll be kind of the theme. So this is from the 40 Mile Point Lighthouse here in Michigan. The story is that Mikey and this has been his spring break. Let me get my coaster here. You guys, this pattern is in my Etsy shop. I love this thing. But anyways, this week has been his spring break, and we rarely go out of state or really anywhere for spring break because it's trafficy, it's busy, it's they usually jack up the prices for flights and Airbnbs and stuff. So we usually do these really fun staycations, and I am going to share with you what we did this week. It's all sewing related, or most of it anyway. But let's just jump into it. Let me share the pattern first, and then we can chat about it the rest of the time. I am going to share with you my new hip to sling. So here it is. Isn't this gorgeous? So here you can wear it as the sling pouch, and I'll show you it in action. And then you can adjust the waistband to wear it as a fanny pack. So fanny packs are back, and I am going to teach you how to make your own. So let's start from the beginning. Mikey, just like the bucket hat here, let me show you this. Oops. I want to add this one to my stage. Let's see. How can I there we go. So for the bucket hat, Mikey designed those because he has an obsession with the U of M hats, and my mom had bought him one of these, and he loves it. I mean, he loves it. They're $40, $35. Uh let's see. The one with the M is 40, the one with the stripe, or the one with the M's 35, and the one with the stripes 40. Anyways, you can make these out of your favorite fabric, and mine is designed to mimic that version that the teens love, the Champion brand hats. Okay, so like they love this. I love it. It keeps the sun out of my face. I can mow all day. I can be on the beach. It keeps you cooler in the summer. And you know what? Honestly, they're just really, really fun to wear out of your favorite fabrics. So what Mikey wanted was a fanny pack, and he wanted it out of the University of Michigan fabric. And he didn't necessarily need the sling, he just wants it to fit his waist, although we used really nice hardware. This one is not made out of the soft and stable, but fully lined. He didn't want any pockets. So those were his, and this is his finished design. Those were the parameters. Now, let me show you how this starts. He had an idea of exactly what he wanted it to look like. So I keep on hand piles of pre-quilted fabric, right? You guys have seen me use the same. I bought, I think, 3 or 4 yards of this when it was on clearance one day. Or I have some others that I got at an estate sale. But this is what I use when I'm experimenting for patterns. And this is my first version. This is what I came up with. All right. I don't finish them because I'm looking for the shape, I'm looking for the design, I'm looking how easily I can teach you to recreate it because like I feel like I can create it, but I need to be able to teach you how. I need to show you how to recreate it time and time again. And here's the second version. And so he tried both of these. This one's made with the flex foam. He said, I don't want it stiff like that. I want it to be um more malleable, like the leather fanny pack that he has. So we'll go back to his. So we started here and then we went to here. He said, I like this shape, but more this size. So we went back to the more rectangular shape and we came up with this. And I used SF 101, and it's exactly how he wanted it. He wanted little structure. Well, and I love that for him. And if you guys like that, there's that option out there. That's the best part about making your own. So after doing that, I took all of my favorite things and I made this one for myself. And I do want pockets. So I've got the pocket here, I've got inner pockets, and you can hold a whole lot in there. So let me show you everything I have. My keys, and it's not heavy. I have lipstick, I have pens, and then there's inner pockets in here, and that's where I put my money because it's safe. It's right there with me. My let's see. My iPhone, this is a plus, so it's huge. It fits in there perfectly. You have the outer pocket with your cards. And look at these gorgeous double zips. So like finishing it off with beautiful high quality hardware was the absolute best. And I'll have hardware kits available in my Etsy shop, or if you shop in person, they'll be available at Yards of Fabric in Mason, Michigan, along with the printed pattern. The printed pattern is never available in my shop. I only print the patterns, and they're available at Yards of Fabric in Mason, 517-676-2973. I'm there on Mondays, although you can shop for my patterns any day. Okay. So that is the pattern. This is, oops, I've got to get that. This is another version that I'm working on. It's the Michigan State version. Now this one is using the flex foam or soft and stable, or the one that's Bianni. It's all the same stuff, guys. It's just the foam. It's foam interfacing. Now this is very, very structured, and I do like that, but I found when I was using this one and carrying this one around, I didn't quite want it. Let me put this down a little bit. I didn't quite want it so structured. I don't mind it really structured as a fanny pack, but I didn't want it so structured as a crossbody or sling. So on this version, let me tell you what I interfaced it with. This one is interfaced with, all the fabric is interfaced with SF 101, which is the woven cotton interfacing. And then I used a layer of fusible batting, fusible fleece. I love it. That is my absolute favorite combination for these bags. I'm working on a sew along today, so you can pick up the pattern in my Etsy shop. I'll put the links up here It's in the Etsy shop right now, but I'll put the links up when we're done. Um, oh, let's see. Oh, there's Mom, Kelly, my Aunt Deb. So, I'm gonna star you guys. Okay, so the combination is any kind of interfacing. It's just how do you want it? It's how do you want to create it? And those are the choices. And that's the beauty of making, whether you're making the welding caps, the slippers, the um bucket caps, the bags, use the interfacings that you like. There's not much difference between the by Annie, the soft and stable, or the flex foam, but there's quite a difference between and with those you don't want any other interfacing. But there's quite a difference between mixing and matching. And you can absolutely pick up some different interfacings at your quilt shop or Michael's, wherever you get interfacing. You can go to Walmart even, and you can quilt it with even quilt batting. A couple of my favorite, I gotta grab this because it fell. But I always pre-quilt my fabric first. And my favorite way to quilt the fabric is gonna be on my embroidery machine. So you can see it actually really well there. This is the new Lake Lifeline by Moda, and I backed it with cork. So I can make a couple projects out of this. I always quilted enough to make a couple projects. So there we go. What else did I say I was going to talk about today? I know I had a couple other things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. I'm going to look. So, if you guys are tuning in afterward, just tell me where you're from or if you have any questions. The sew along for the sling bag will be on YouTube later on. Oops. Okay. So the future of our coffee chats, yes. I'm not going to do them on Wednesdays anymore. I'm going to probably I don't have a ton of people tuning in right now. Maybe you will later, but I'll probably I might do on Wednesdays. I don't know. I'm going to work with a couple days during the week and see what works best, and I'm going to stick to that. Monday mornings, I'll still go live over at Yards of Fabric and show you everything that's fresh and new inside the fabric shops, what's coming. I also wanted to talk to you about where do we shop now that Joann's is closing? Well, everybody's answer is your local quilt shop, and absolutely shop your local quilt shop because if you don't, you know what? They're not going to be around. So shop your local quilt shop. Now, with that said, not everyone can make projects with retailed price fabrics. So go into the shops and look, there's always a sale section. Every shop I've ever been to has a sale section. And like today in Mason, Yards of Fabric has 20% off all fabric in the store. Even an additional 20% off the sale fabric and remnants. So look for deals like that. I also buy fabric everywhere. Um, I love going to like estate sales and garage sales when I know that there's sewing items available. I always pick up really great stuff. I picked up a whole roll of warm and natural batting a couple years ago, and I just finished that. I also love finding like crazy prints that have been a favorite of mine and long out of stock. Of course, there's still Hobby Lobby, which back to interfacing is a great place to go and just get a yard of each. And when you guys find the interfacing that you like, you can buy a whole bolt of it for below wholesale or at wholesale almost from Walmart. So Walmart carries tons of interfacings, but it usually isn't in store, so you have to order it and you have to buy it almost by the bolt. Good morning, Deborah from Clinton. She was in Yards of Fabric Tuesday with a friend and bought my bucket hat pattern. Oh, good. Have fun with that. Let's put that back up here. There I am. That was me on Monday. So I'm working on I'm going to show you this. So as we were shopping around Ann Arbor, here's one of the little fanny pack slings, kind of like what Mikey was modeling his after, although he wanted it to be this size. This one here is a little bit smaller and it's $40. 40. And you can make this with a couple fat quarters. So if you want pockets, then I get a half yard cut of each. It's cheaper than fat quarters anyways, and you can have extra fabric to make. Here's the hip to sling. Hip to sling. Get it? Hip to sling. And this is going to be I think there's only 6 pages, and that includes full color pictures to walk you through the whole process. Because I bought a couple sling bag patterns thinking I wanted the bigger ones, and my goodness, it was that intimidating. That was 40 pages. 40 pages of pattern. Ooh, and it was computer generated pictures. It wasn't photographs, and I'm very I would consider myself quite an experienced sewist, and I have a hard time reading that kind of stuff. So I'm never going to put anything out like that. Here I am at our staycation. We went and got a coffee, and you can see it's kind of shadowed. I should have been going up on the steps to have Mikey take my picture, but it was really cold out that day, so I did not do that. Let's see, what else do we have here? I wanted to share with our staycation. Oh yeah, there's the bucket hats. This was at the Rally House slash Emden downtown downtown. Oops, wrong. Downtown Ann Arbor. And this is Mikey and I in front of the big house, which is where they play football for University of Michigan. He's got some of his new gear on. And let's see, here is Mikey in front of the Michigan Theater downtown Ann Arbor with his fanny pack on, and he likes it as a fanny pack. So here am I at the same spot with my bag. And let me tell you, it was so easy to walk all over downtown Ann Arbor, and I had my hands free. There's some homeless people around, so you get a little bit nervous, because they kept calling out to us. But I had my hands free, and when I don't have to worry about where my purse is at, I can worry about where Mikey's at, and worry about my surroundings. And so I love that. It's such a there I am. So one day we went to Ann Arbor, and then of course we went and hung around Lansing and East Lansing and hit that. He might not be the biggest MSU fan, but we had a blast. So here I am in front of the Lansing sign. We did hit some fabric shops while we were in Ann Arbor. We toured let me get you back up here. Let me remove this one. Okay. We toured LeBeau Sewing Center, and that was so much fun. We are dreaming of the Brother Avenir, and it looked like you could hula hoop with the hoop that was so big. So when I'm quilting things like this, I think I have a big hoop. That hoop was ginormous. I could probably do one hooping for the project. I also went to Ann Arbor Sewing Center. That's all I'll say. Then I went to Heartland Quilt Shop, and we hit Heartland to go to Big Chicken. If you don't know, that's one of Mikey's places. And then we went to Heartland Quilt Shop, and oh my gosh, that store is so adorable. I love it. And I should say, like, it's got wide backing, it's got modern prints, it's got some traditional, it's all colors. It's just gorgeous. If you go to Heartland Quilt Shop, in the Howell Heartland area in Michigan, and you don't find something, you are you just didn't want to shop, right? Because there's so much to look at there. Then the next day when we went to Lansing, we hit Country Stitches, and the owner was so gracious and kind. She gave us a tour of the store, which I'm going to be uploading and sharing that here. We found some more Michigan prints that we hadn't had. So we had so much fun, SEW, touring fabric shops and shop hopping this week. We had fun shopping for merchandise that he got money for his birthday for his University of Michigan. He's created a fan cave. So we had fun. We got to use our fanny pack slings, our hip to sling, and out and about. And I wanted to make sure before I released the pattern that it was fun to use out and about. And they are. They are useful. It didn't slide. My proportions are perfect, perfect, perfect. So if you want to get one, you can go over to my Etsy shop. If you want to get a printed one, you can come into Yards of Fabric, or just give the store a call. Well, I'll have them in there Monday. So if nothing else, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great weekend and happy sewing. Bye.